I'm going to... really no idea what I'm doing here. Wait, hang on. Was it meant to fold it like that? Was it meant to fold it like that? Or was it meant to fold it like that? Surely I was meant to... No, this is it. This is the correct thing to do. I'm like, Demi's not confident about this folding mechanism right here. I'm like, yes, well, I think I have folded this incorrectly. I think I folded that incorrectly. I think that I fold this over here. This is just really an effort because I don't have instructions, okay? When you drop your own thing, there are no instructions. There are no instructions. It's just suffering and hope that it ends one day, you know? Just suffering, and you just hope that one day it's going to end, and it doesn't. And it doesn't. Is that... I don't remember. Is it a veggie stock broth? Yeah, it's a veggie stock. Vegeta. Amazing. You have pina coladas. Pina colada. You can't ban me. I'll call you a Fruit Loop. I'm on to you, hologram. Hey Sinister, how you going? Wish I had the fancy frozen ones. We'll see how these ones are. I want a big production. Alright, okay, let's have a look. I've got a bodice here. Got the bodice here. It vaguely still has like lines drawn on it. Okay, so this gets folded in like the hang on. No, that's correct. That gets folded into that. Then this gets folded into there. Then this gets folded into the... So what have I done? What have I done then? Hang on, so that gets folded there, that gets folded there, okay, so what are you doing then, Demi? What are you doing? No, this is correct. That gets folded in there. I'm really not confident about this. Really not confident here. Very much not confident. See, honey, as vegan as humans take the excess, take the hive. No, they were banned in the hive anyways. People are kind of funny about that because a lot of vegans will say that it is not vegan because they're not being paid. This is genuinely an argument I've heard because they're not being paid, so it's like unpaid, labor. But that's not even the worst of it. But sometimes bees will die during this process, so that's also like another thing to consider. Bees will sometimes die during the process. A lot of it's very complicated. In my head, I'm just sort of like, I went vegetarian for the environment, so I'm like, any reduction is good. The world needs like 1 million imperfect vegetarians, not like 1,000 perfect vegans. So take that with a grain of salt, what you will. All right, here we go. That works. Thanks for following Evolution Cosplay. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's so nice to see you. I'm assuming that you're a crafter. Because you do cosplay, right? I am floundering. That's what I'm doing right now. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. So vegans have big problems with honey. Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to like whatever you feel like, This is a big brain stream production right here. It is a little bit. I mean, look at my overlay. How good is this overlay? Amazing overlay, right? Never go vegan. I love my meat too much. A lot of people do say that. I thought I liked it as well, but meat replacements are just as good for me because it's usually just the seasoning that you put on meat. Nobody likes unflavored meat really, so it's just usually the seasoning. No vegan, but I do take my meat intake to the minimum. See, that's pretty much what the world needs, like as far as like environmentalism and stuff like that. Some don't realize that bees aren't slaughtered for honey. That's true, but some bees inevitably do get squashed and stuff when you remove the hive. So it's so smooth. Animated spider. How good, right? So good, right? True cheese is awesome. That is a very difficult thing for one of the reasons why veganism is extremely hard for me. Like meat a lot, so I just feel guilty and enjoy it. You might like meat replacements too, You might like meat replacements. Like, we bought some fake bacon, and honest to God, it tastes just as good as the real stuff. But I was never, like, a fan of, like, bacon rashes. Like, I could eat them, and they were fine and whatnot, but the places that I actually missed meat were, like, things like pizzas, fried rice, things like that. So now I just put fake bacon bits on that, and I'm like, I'm set. It's good. It's good. And I always think it's like good to push yourself as well, you know? Like there's like this weird belief that every single dish that you have to eat has to have some sort of like a meat on it. Like it really doesn't. You could do meatless Mondays. Even that would help the environment a little bit, you know? Even that would help a little bit. Meatless Mondays, things like that. Alright, this is gonna be a nightmare to sew. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare to sew.